This little guy is Smokey. He's about 10 or 11 weeks old, I'm not sure which. Has a little bit of resistance to being handled. To my knowledge, has never had his nails done because his owner lives in a prominent part of DC, so he gets a lot of concrete and macadam walking. So we just had a little episode with how to have our nails done. It was a two-person job, and essentially because one of the issues that we have with these young dogs is they've never learned how to accommodate human touch on their feet in restrictive ways. So part of the problem with him is snapping and flaring his mouth around when we start handling his feet. You can see how he clenches my finger. Lots of rigidity there because he resents it so much. And the problem is as he matures, eventually he's going to have his nails done. Because he's a coated breed, I would imagine at some point in his life he's going to see a groomer, and the last thing they're going to want is to have to tussle with a dog that weighs 50 or 60 pounds. So basically, part of the process is to teach these youngsters that not only is it not going to hurt them, but it is an inevitability, and it doesn't matter how much they fight and protest, that we're going to finish what we start. And he likes to do a lot of head tossing, a little bit more submissive yawning now, appeasement behaviors. It's not that our wrestling match was so bad, but he's getting a little wore down. Good pup. I knows it, huh? I'm a horrible person. And then, same thing. He's got 4 legs. We got to touch all 4. And I'm not going to change hands this time because he is a little grippy with the mouth. I'm just going to reach down, I'm going to grab the other foot. And I'm going to hold it until he stops moving. And every time he moves, we're just going to kind of regroup and go again. And I'm not going to be aggressive about it, but I am going to be firm about it. He's giving me a little bit of that border collie stink eye. I know, he's all mad and stuff. But again, same thing. He keeps tossing that head around. He keeps trying to move those feet. And I'm just going to get back in there and go again. Because what I'm waiting for is relaxation. And I'm not stopping until I get it. And as counterintuitive as that seems, a lot of people have a tendency to get up too quick and say, oh, he doesn't like it, we'll start again. When what you actually teach the dog when you do that is resist and get your way. What I teach is resist, and we just hang on a lot longer. I know. Now his body's starting to soften. He keeps tossing that head, though, trying to escape my hand, and that's just simply not going to happen. So again, we're going to reset the head. I'm going to go back to the same foot. We're going to keep doing the same pressure points until he stops writhing around. And there it is. Let go of the foot, let go of the head, relief. He's going to collapse because he's been so insulted. Good pup. And I'm going to reward relaxation. He's not that frustrated. He's not as frustrated as he was a couple minutes ago. But basically the bottom line is when you give them an opportunity to take advantage of you because they screech or carry on, you're not hurting them. And what he needs to understand is basically you're not going to hurt him, that he is responsible for his own comfort. Good lad. So real briefly before we quit, I don't particularly care the position you do the final step in, but the initial steps are in a sit or a stand. Good dog. And we don't reward, we don't lure with food, we don't bribe. We wait for relaxation and acceptance, and then we reward. Good dog. So if you're there for half an hour, 40 minutes, of which, 29 minutes or, 39 minutes are spent trying to get the dog to where they're calm enough, what you're waiting for is for that period of relaxation that enables them to receive what they perceive as valuable, either release from pressure or the presence of something they find tangible as a reward. And now he's done. We're going to let him go and move on to the next pup.